Hi guys, it's your friend Shashaa Tirupati and thank you so much for joining me in a brand new tutorial video. I don't know whether to call this a tutorial video or not because this is something that somebody asked me in the last video in the comment section, and I felt that ties in beautifully with one more thing somebody else asked me in the comment section on the last video, and I think it's very interesting and I would love to share this experience with you, which is my very first lesson in Hindustani classical music, which is what I've trained in. Asked that they're 26 years old and whether it was too late for them to start training. And homie, if you're 75, if you're 25, or if you're in your mama's womb, I would say continue listening to music. Keep yourself drenched and immersed in music and learning new things and technicalities and songs, and just expose yourself to as much melody as you can. I am still learning every day, and I realize every day how hollow and how shallow I am when it comes to my understanding of music and when it comes to just what I know. I think the deeper you delve into this vast ocean of music, the more of a sense of void you'll feel within yourself, but a beautiful void. So I think it's very brave of you at 26 to consider learning, and wish you the very best. The time is just perfect. You have all the time in the world right now, right? COVID era. Most of us work from home, so you can listen to a lot more of music, you can practice a lot more in your free time and all of that. So good luck. Now for my very first Hindustani lesson, I always get confused whether it was Yaman or if it was Bhupali, but it was one of the two. I do, however, believe that my very first lesson was the Rag Bhup, which I learned from Shri Devinder Kundal Sahab in Vancouver, Canada, and this was when I was around 6, and the song was called Itna Yovan Par Maan Na Kariye. Bhupali is basically, it's a 5-note rag, so it's sa re ga pa da sa sa pa ga re sa. It's that, and it has happened to be one of my favorite ragas. So my Guruji, he used to teach me. I trained under him very briefly, just for a few months, but he was the first teacher to actually put my hands on a vaja or on a harmonium, and he used to teach me chords, and he used to teach me, I remember he taught me all my diminished and augmented chords, and then I didn't continue practicing badly the vaja, but I do play just enough to accompany myself if I'm singing a ghazal or a bhajan. I do train using a tanpura, but yes, a little bit of the composition was, the song kind of went like Itna yovan par maan na kariye dariye rab so aaj aali itna yovan par maan na kariye. That was the melody, and I remember Guruji would teach me on the harmonium with sa sa da pa ga re sa re ga 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 pa re ga ga. I remember him teaching me the notation like that, and teaching me how to sing it like that, note by note, and I think some of the most beautiful memories growing up as well. And then now when I listen to that, oh my god, I just sang this after 25 years, thanks to you guys. So thank you. And then afterwards I went on to train under Shweta Jhaveri ji, who was a disciple of Pandit Jasraj ji. This was again in Vancouver. Then I trained under, then my parents brought me to India, and I trained under Mrs. Kamla Bose, the late Mrs. Kamla Bose, who was my teacher for about 6 to 7 years, on and off, because I was traveling and she was traveling a lot at the time. But and then I also trained, albeit just for 5 days, but under Appaji or Girja Devi ji, who's a Padma Shri and a Padma Bhushan. And those 5 days were absolutely incredible. I mean, I learned kajaris and chetis and tumris that, and I also recall listening to her singing Atappa, and most pristine representatives of that gharana, of the Banaras gharana. It was, I can't even begin to explain how that was, but I'm very grateful to Appaji for those 5 days of oniric bliss. But yes, having said this, I am still learning every day from singers like you guys, from, oh my god, like reality show contestants. There's these little kids who sing like legends, and you listen to them and you're like, what am I doing in this business? And I try and I imbibe, or I try and I emanate, or I try and I internalize as much of that as I can, because there's so much to learn from them. And then, of course, there's Nusrat Saab, there's Rahman Sir, there's Rashid Khan Saab, there's Kishori Dai, Veena Sahasrabuddhe, my ultimate favorite, also because I loved her voice, Ashwini Bhideji, Shreya, you know, Chitra Ji, Chinmay, you already know how obsessed with them I am, but there's just, they're all schools in themselves, and there's so much to kind of expose yourself to, and so much to pick up and grasp. So I think, and please guys, there's like 1,000 more names that I'd like to add to all these names that I'm kind of just throwing out there because it's what's coming to me right now. But I think every day is learning. Every day you need to kind of just like swim in that beautiful ocean of knowledge and everything that's out there, Sid, and everything that's out there. So glad that to everybody who's starting to learn, to everybody who has been learning, to everybody who's consistently learning, my respect to you, and please do carry forth. Please do keep learning, keep singing, and you know, obviously everybody who's come onto everybody who's tuned into this tutorial, obviously it's because you're trying to learn something, and I hope this gives you a little bit of encouragement, if not a tutorial. I hope this encourages you to go and pick up your tanpura and sit down to do some riyaz right now. And thank you so much for watching. If this inspires you in any way, please don't forget to hit the like button, to share, to subscribe, to comment with any questions you might have that I will in due time get to do a video on. But regardless, I love you guys. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're taking care. I hope you're being responsible. And I will see you next week with the next tutorial video.